Hey guys, Jimmy here and welcome back to Assetto Corsa for another video. Today we are back in the ready to race pack, this time to drive the Toyota LMP1 TS040. Now this car actually won the 2014 World Endurance Championship. Unfortunately it lost out at Le Mans. Toyota of course infamous for their bad luck at Le Mans now, especially last year's result, which I still cry over at night sometimes. But regardless, Toyota has been the team that I've probably supported / followed the most over its time, or its recent time I should say, in the Modern Endurance Championship. So what I'm going to be doing today is driving this awesome machine and giving you my thoughts on it, but also testing out the new Assetto Corsa AI. For those who don't know, in this ready to race pack there's also an update to the AI which allowed you to tweak them a bit more. We now have 3 sliders, one being difficulty, which we had before, the second one being variance, meaning that there's a certain variance between the field in terms of skill level, and the third one being aggression. I want to make a quick mention to Gamer Muscle, who should go follow on YouTube by the way, because I went and borrowed some of his AI settings from his recent video on the Assetto Corsa AI, so hoping they're going to work well today. For our test today, I'm going to be driving in the Toyota, as you've probably guessed by now, in a field of 7 other LMP1 cars made up of this car and the Audi, and the rest of the field is made up of GT3 cars. We're going to be doing an 8-lap race around Silverstone, and 8 laps is enough for these P1s to come around and lap the GTs. So one is going to be a test of how well the LMP1s race me, and it's going to be a test of how well the LMP1s navigate through GT traffic. So I'm interested to see the results of this. On the grid then, in our Toyota LMP1 prototype, for 10 laps here at Silverstone, multi-class in Assetto Corsa. Let's see how this turns out, shall we? Oh, that was a bit of a bad getaway, Jimmy. Second, third and fourth, coming down to T1 now, which is a little bit hairy on the first lap, so I'm going to be nice and cautious through here. Oh, still managing to have contact with one of the Audis. Jesus, car's not turning in at all there. Through the first corner now, down to T3 and then T4, which is a very sort of slow and clumsy part of this circuit. Never really feel like I get this right in any car. Car's going wide on the exit now, coming through the little kink, which is going to be a little bit of a lift on the first lap through. Nothing's up for temperature just yet, so nice and easy. Nice and drama free so far. AI in front going almost 3 wide, or diagonal 3 wide I should say. Coming into Brooklyn, it's going to look around the outsides. There's a bit of a slow train on the inside, with the front end just about biting, just about. Now through Luffield, Audi goes wide there, see if I can cut back underneath. Oh, not quite, not quite. Now coming past the old pit straight and up to Cops for the first time. I'm currently on the low aggressive hybrid setting because, as I've said before, using this big old comical WRC rally rim on the rig and a sequential stick shifter down here, I have no buttons to really choose from, so I've had to do a bit of testing and pick the best hybrid mapping based on that, which seems to be low aggressive for now anyway. Coming down to Chapel and onto the hangar straight, a little bit slow on the first lap, starting to drop back a bit from the guys in front. No doubt we'll catch them again when we get to the Toyota's favourite part of the circuit. Toyota actually likes the really high speed stuff, I think, compared to the Audi, so that's where I need to strike, although on these first couple of laps the car is very nervous indeed. That's about as best as I can turn in without the car wanting to kill me. I am using traction control. I'm using the sort of lowest setting of traction control, so there is some there, but the car is far from being safe. Easy now, easy, easy. Car always wants to loop through there. It's quite frustrating actually. 1 lap completed then, and 9 to go. See if we can gain some time for T1. There you go, nice through there, nice and smooth. What I need. Now we'll brake as late as we can do for T3 here, try and gain a bit of time back. AI in front seems to be pretty segregated so far. The Toyotas in front and the Audis behind. I am the worst Toyota of the field, I should be embarrassed. Right, let's try and get a bit more speed through here this time. There you go, that's nicer. Very easy through there for the car to get sideways. It's a very nervous car, this. I'll use that word a lot when driving this. You can tell it has speed, but it just isn't quite as planted as the Audi is. The Audi inspires confidence, where the Toyota inspires fear. Let's see if we can make something out of here, shall we? Stamp on that throttle. We can use the exit there. Starting to gain back a bit of time now. Good, okay, this is important. Toyota's in front are starting to pull away. Look at the Toyotas go though. Around here, the Audi has nothing in comparison. The AI is on the highest setting I can have on. It's not 100% right now, with a 5% variance, so There are going to be some cars that are ridiculous and some cars that are slow. I think I'm one of the slow cars right now, though, to be honest. Guys in front, not really looking to fight each other right now, it seems. Just being a bit patient. It's like, oh, my car is just pushing like crazy coming out of there. I have got a bit more downforce on the stock setup. I'm running 4.7 wing as opposed to, I think it's 2.5 it shows you on the default screen. And obviously a lower gearing set as well, coming into Stowe rear end, wanting to come around. I was a bit aggressive on the downshift there. Come on. Not falling back massively, but enough that I don't want to be last. I'm currently last in the P1 class, which is sad. That was very bad through there. That's not a curve you want to try and monster. That corner through there is deceptive. You haven't quite got the downforce working through there, so the car a lot of the time wants to just come round, and I'm really suffering for not being able to use these sort of push to pass curves, the manual override of the hybrid, because that really saves you a lot of time around here. Up the inside. No, I thought about just trying to throw one up the inside there and sort of muscling the Audi out, but I've got ways to go yet. We're on that 3 at the moment. Easy on the power. Nice. Okay, so we've got a bit of a run now coming down the straight, but watch this Audi. Watch the top end of the Audi compared to Toyota. Even with that hybrid punch, the Audi's still there. When we come into Brooklands, I should have this move made though. Yeah, we're through. Nice. Now we're going to cut to the inside for Luffield. Cool, up to P7, so I'm making a bit of progress. We're saying that now, wide. Audi's there on the inside. And use that punch off the exit, and we're through. Okay, nice. So P7 now. Car in front had a bad run out of Luffield. Use the 6th stream and the hybrid to try and get past. Up into 7th gear, temporarily down to 5th. Ooh, he gave me the room there, but I wasn't comfortable going side by side through there. Again, using the hybrid to try and get past. Going down to Max and Beckett's. Oh, I'm not confident that Audi keeps it there. Well done, AI, for keeping that in. I run that wide, then nearly went off, actually. That was scary. 3rd gear. In between 3rd and 4th through there. I think I'll take 4th next time through. 3rd's a bit too violent. Now, of course, in this race, towards the end, we will be encountering some AI, some slower traffic, which will make things very interesting, because I've never seen how Assetto Corsa cars sort of respond to lapping traffic. I've never seen that before, so that'll be really interesting. Of course, now I'm sort of infamous in VEC for my aggression, I should say. There goes one of the Audis off. Oh, and he comes back on the circuit, taps me, still hitting me. Dude, you went off. Don't come back on the circuit and say, oh, behind me, the AI goes over the curb. One of the cars goes round, almost does half spin. We're up to P6 now. That was scary. Jesus, just about made that. Okay, but what I was saying before we nearly died there is that in VEC I'm sort of noted for my, I guess, decisive aggression through traffic. I'm wondering if the AI has the same sort of, I don't know, lack of sanity, I suppose, as they go side by side there through the kink. That's going to allow me to sort of pull up a little bit. I'm not going to quite have the speed to get past coming down to Luffield, but we'll make an effort to get closer anyway. And as I said before, driving a Toyota in this, it's I found that the baseline setup, I mean, I'm really having to sort of keep myself in check driving this car. It's not user friendly. The Audi is, this is not. You can see the speed in this car, you can feel where the speed is, because a lot of the fastest cars are just nervous. AI is still side by side, look at them go. But this is just, it's so easy to loop it under brakes, on the throttle, mid-corner, everywhere. You have to be so careful and precise with your movements in the wheel and in the pedals. You probably see my wonky pedal cam, which has probably gone sideways by now. You know, you can see that I'm having to be really nice and soft on the throttle quite a lot of the time. Maybe I could be a bit more aggressive on the brakes as well, but that's something that will come, I guess, with experience with these brakes. There you go, 4th through there, through Stowe on the throttle as early as I can do. We'll try and almost straight line that exit, even though the curb comes in a little bit. 2nd gear into the Vale. Just haven't quite got that section of the circuit figured out yet. Doubt I will either. So easy through there to have a car come round. Nice run through there. I think the Audi's run out of hybrid though. Thank you very much. I'll take that. T1, 6th gear. He's still there on the outside. Still there, side by side. Still side by side. He's still there. Come on, Toyota. Give me some grunt, Toyota. Come on. AI definitely improved, I must say. I did come into this video a bit skeptical given my testing. I had a couple of times where the AI would still sort of have trains 2x2, but the AI defended well there and kept the position. Well done, Audi. But guess what? Hybrid time, boys. Come on. Oh, wait. Come on, go. Goddamn Audi top speed. Don't ruin this for me. AI is now allowing me to have a good race without fearing for my life, which is something that I have done in Assetto Corsa before. We're on lap 5 right now. Currently up into P5 in the LMP1 standings. The Toyotas in front seem to have pulled away a fair bit. See if I can maybe catch up. The gap's starting to lengthen now as we get towards the hot end of the field. 5th gear through here. There you go. That's nicer. That's nicer. That's better through there. I think once you sort of realise that this car, you know, the P1 cars in RF2, for example, they can carry a lot more speed for the corners, it feels like. These don't quite have that same cornering speed. I'm not quite sure which is the superior one. I'm not quite sure what sort of speeds that the P1s do in real life going through cops, for example, but you have to really back it down. It's 2 downshifts for me into cops, whereas in VEC, in the Audi, it was almost flat from memory. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a bit too fast through there. You see the car starting to slide at the front and there. I had to sort of get off the throttle and wait. Braking, I'm not quite getting the braking right. So with a downforce car, what you want to do is come onto the brakes hard in a hard braking zone and then sort of slowly roll off them as the downforce comes off as you slow down. On lap 6 now. Easy through there, nice, okay. Braking hard. 2nd gear, roll off a little bit. Aim for the sausage curb on the inside. Don't touch it though, 'cause it's scary to see the car still wanting to sort of swap ends on me. I think we are catching the guys in front, if not slowly, but catching them regardless. And something I did want to talk about, something I did want to mention, is that I was really disappointed with how this car sounded. The hybrid sounds are cool. The hybrid sounds are great. Same for the Audi. But the engine sound itself was just really bad. I don't really know how to it sounds nothing like this car in real life. Go and look up what this car sounds like in real life. It's the same story for the MC12 actually, which I do plan on doing a video on at some point. The car just doesn't sound anything like it does in real life, and you know that's a massive part of the experience of these cars. You know, the Toyota was sort of famous for being the V8 in the field, where everything else was sort of these. The Audi was a diesel and the Porsche was a V4. He's had a screaming V8, which made it all the more interesting to watch, in my opinion. But of course, that's sort of changed now. Even so, the Toyota is still probably the nicest car to listen to. But it sounds so muted in this. There's no sort of rawness to it. That's something that Assetto Corsa lacks a lot, I think. Was I maybe go a bit too enthusiastic into that? I think what I would do if I had the buttons on the wheels, I'd probably be adjusting the brake bias a bit round here. There's Audi behind starting to close back in again. I wonder if the variance in the AI setting means that they get better throughout the race or worse throughout the race. I'm wondering, or maybe I'm just starting to slow down a bit because I'm nattering. Although regardless, fast through there onto lap 7 now. Won't be long before we catch those AI cars up, so I'm really interested to see how the AI handles that. Focus on through here and rolling off as you come into the braking zone. Maybe rolling off a little bit too much there, but that was better. That was better through there. The braking felt nicer. And to really try and take advantage of the acceleration zones. That's where this car is quickest. You have to really make sure you run a good line through there. If you run a bit wide through there and give a bit more steering angle than you should do, the car then becomes very nervous. It's a very strange sensation driving this car. It's all about patience, which of course racing drivers don't tend to have. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a racing driver, but you get the idea. Maybe I should look to... I think I'll try and turn the hybrid up on the last couple of laps. I'll try and find my keyboard and bring up. It will help in traffic. As we're catching traffic already. You can see 7 seconds up the road we've got our first of the AI traffic. So in this 10-lap race we should go through the entire GT field. I can just see them. You see them in the distance there, staking down to the hangar straight. This is going to be interesting. Am I going to lose out? Am I going to gain through here? I'm very interested to see how the AI feel. Oh no, that was bad by me. Got it loose coming off the corner. That's going to give the Audi room to attack, possibly. Let's see what he does here. He pulls in to the outside. I'm going to stay on the outside. He's not quite close enough to make a move. 4th gear. Patience, patience. There, now full throttle. There it is. And there's the GT traffic. Look at that snake of GT traffic here as the first of the AI cars catches it. Audi looking to maybe go the inside of Toyota, not quite sure. They're going to try and split the Porsche maybe. I'm unsure what they're going to do here. Not a good place, and now you want to try and get around off the corner here and try and take as many places as possible. Oh, I'm stuck on the inside. I should have went to the should have went to the extreme inside. They're going to push past the Toyota. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. Toyota there splitting the Ferrari on the left. Goes to the inside of the Porsche. I'm going to follow him through on braking. Does the Porsche see me? It does see me. Impressive. Now to the outside. I've made up a place there, by the way, I think, on the Audi. That was a bit slow through. Having to wait behind the Toyota, though. Come on, go, go. Oh, contacting the inside. That's an Audi coming through. And now I'm getting messed. Look at this. It's a mess. Come on. Go right to the extreme inside. Took back up places there, but net with back into 4th place. As one of the Audis got impatient and went through. Now through to Luffield. Inside of the Audi, thank you very much. You're on the inside anyway, and I'm going to use that punch. Look at this punch compared to the GTs. These cars are not slow cars, and look at the rate that we pull up to them and pull past them. Might get this AMG before cops. I will. Looks like, though, the AI has got stuck behind them, and I sort of half expected that, to be honest. They were pretty good for the first part there, but as the numbers of the GT cars sort of started to gather a little bit, it seems that they got a little bit more scared, which I would have done in real life as well, to be honest. There's a bit of a gaggle going into there. The superior GTR Nissan, of course, leading high up in the GT field. Now we're only 6 seconds now for the guy in 2nd place after that, so maybe we'll be able to make up a bit more time with them, because there is still more traffic to come yet. You can see it ahead. Brake heavy down into the Vale onto lap 9. We'll be on lap 9 out of 10, so just over 2 laps to go at this point. I'm to try and make sure I don't go over the top of this car. It's very easy to have this car become very skatey when you start pushing too hard. So there is confirmation up into P3. So we're on our podium now. The rest of the GT traffic ahead. Coming off the brakes as we come into the braking zone. That's nicer there. The braking's starting to make a bit more sense to me now as I'm getting used to it. Bit of trail braking to there. Didn't really work too well though. And this is, we're going to catch them coming into Brooklands, which isn't ideal really, because that's a bit of a downforce corner. It starts off as one anyway. We'll get as far alongside this 650 as we can. Does he see us? He does. Just at the last second, that was a bit of a late dive by me. And look how bloody big this GTR is compared to the Toyota. It's like a 5-story building next to the luxury condo that is a Toyota. It's an AMG, very slow on the exit there. Catches me out. Fucking finger at him on the way past. I'm going for first, says Broadbent. Cops. Oh, that's something you never get used to. You never get used to the closing speed in the P1 car, especially through the fast corners. You always think the GT is purposely holding you up, but they're going as fast as they can through there. Okay, downshift protection reminding me that I go through here in 4th. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. One more car, it seems. I'm interested to see what car is leading the GT division. Hope it's a GTR. Fingers crossed. Might as well turn my hybrid up. If I can bring my keyboard up onto my lap, I'll do it on the straight though, because doing it here is suicide. Probably on the back straight. I hit Control 2 on the keyboards. I hit my microphone while they're bad. Jimmy, don't be doing that. Doesn't make a difference now really, but there you go. High aggressive, that'll do us for the last lap. So we'll get a nice big helping of hybrid this time by. The last lap then. Who is leading the GT field? It is a AMG. AMG Master Race confirmed. Do we have the punch to get by before here? Yes, we do. Well, the AI comes across there. That's something that the AI can't really do, I think, is see you coming. They'll take your line and at the last second realise there's a car coming. That sort of, I don't know what the word is, that communication isn't there with AI, which I wouldn't expect it to be honest. But it's still pretty cool to try it out, you know. And as you've seen in this race, the AI, as soon as we started to hit AI, you know, I've pulled away massively now from 4th and 5th, and I've pulled a bit of the gap back to 1st and 2nd, just because, you know, I'm a human basically. You know, I know where I'm going. I'm a bit more decisive than the AI is. which is a bit of a shame, but I'm not quite sure if we expected anything different there. Fifth, and then down to fourth. Use that curb on the inside. Easy on the throttle. Car is so bumpy down there. Bumpy all the way onto the hangar straight. This will be our fastest lap of the race, no doubt, I imagine. It's such a amazing thing how much difference the hybrid makes. I mean, if you want to see that, drive this car and then drive the 2015 Porsche around here, then you'll see what a difference hybrid makes. So fast into there. There you go, through the veil for the last time then. And that is 10 laps at Silverstone, multi-class with the AI in Assetto Corsa. We come home in third position, not too bad of a race for us. Although I think I could have done a bit better. My driving wasn't great in that. It was a bit sloppy all the way through, and I really wish I had some sort of control on the wheel there for the hybrid stuff, because I really, you know, having the punch out the corner, I think is, you need that in racing. You need that when racing. I wouldn't want to race against human players, because I've done that before, and racing with human players when you haven't got the push to pass is awful. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit subscribe to be notified of future videos. Notified? Notified. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you next time.